What's the good word, everyone? Just left for the morning and down to the shop. So happy to have my truck back. I have been driving the Crown for the last week while my truck was down. And yeah, I missed my truck bad. I love this thing. But yeah, today we're gonna try and get the S14 finally ready for an alignment so we can get it up to the boys' shop and just go hang with them. I would like to bring my Sylvia up there and hang out with all the other Sylvias. But we gotta get it aligned first. I'm gonna have to raise it a little bit, at least to go get the alignment. It's just rubbing too much in the front. I kind of wish I went with a little thinner tire on the front, but we're gonna do what we can do. We're gonna raise it up a little bit. We got the HCAS exhaust. We're gonna throw that on and then hopefully go get an alignment today. So I'll see you guys down at the shop. We made it down to the shop. We are gonna do a little worky work on the Sylvia. Open it up. It's a beautiful day out. Last night when I started it and let it sit for a minute, it actually stalled out and the battery died. So I put the jumper pack on and it was only at like 10 volts, but even when it was running, it was only running at like 12 volts. So I thought my alternator was going out. But then I revved it and the belt squealed. And then once the squealing stopped, it jumped up to 14.7 or 14.3, whatever it was. Leads me to believe that there's a belt pretty loose on it. So I was poking around and I did notice that bolt had backed out on the alternator. So, however, no, the belt's not really loose though. All right, so we tightened up the alternator belt. It was a bit loose. The tensioner bolt was also backed out. I did not start it and check to see if the voltage issue is fixed. I just put it up on the lift, mainly because I dropped a wrench underneath the car and I couldn't reach it. So I said, fuck it, I'll just lift it up. But while it is up, we got a couple things to do under here. We have the HCAS exhaust we're gonna throw on. So we're gonna finally pull this shit stock exhaust off. We still have the stock cat on this thing. So years ago, you were able to buy these cheap test pipes right off of eBay for like 30 bucks, 3-inch test pipe, bolt right in, no problem. They're nowhere to be found now. Like, I've looked everywhere for these fucking things. So I got to figure out something. Either I'm going to make one, which I need flanges so I can make one, or I might be able to cut the flanges off of that, but I think they're cast, so that's a no-go. Or I just got to find one and put it in. So for now, we're just going to put the exhaust on with the cat, which is going to kind of suck. It's going to damper it a little bit, but it is what it is. We'll throw the exhaust on the way it is. Another thing is I found a little power steering leak. It was dripping off my control arm, which is nice, seeing that I've only driven this car fucking 20 miles and I've put thousands of dollars into it. So it was dripping right here. I wiped it off, but I cannot see where the hell it's coming from. No idea. And also, this was rattling a little bit, so I finally took all the bolts off of the heat shield. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to start treating the bolts for the headers. We are trying to get a header set up, so I'm going to start just spraying like PB Blast so it soaks into the header bolts. So hopefully it's just a little easier to get out. It is going to burn off when I start it, but if it starts soaking in, it'll only help it. But for the time being, let's pull this stock exhaust off, and then we're going to raise the coils a little bit, and hopefully it'll be drivable after that. Here's an awesome little trick. To get exhaust off, get yourself some silicone lubricant from Walmart. You just spray it on the exhaust mounts. I have poly ones on here, which are usually a royal pain to get off. But just, spray them down, and it helps popping them off so much. Look at that. Popped right off. All right, we got the stock exhaust off. We're going to take our polyurethane hangers and we are going to swap them over to the new HCAS exhaust. and we're gonna start putting it on, get it done so we can get onto the coils. So I'm just gonna show you guys the difference in fitment between that cheap exhaust that you guys seen me put on and an HKS exhaust, which is quality. Look at how nice this thing fits in there. Fits right in there, no problem. Everything lines up. It's got proper clearances everywhere. It just fits so nice. This is all tight. We obviously only have the first section in, but it fits wonderful, like it's supposed to, because it's a high quality product. And the fact that it's literally $130 more than the cheap one, it's really a no-brainer. Like, why waste your money on cheap eBay garbage that rubs against everything and clanks and it's no good when you could buy a nice HKS for 150 bucks more? So even if you didn't want to go the quiet, like silenter route like I went, you can get the HKS high power for like the exact same price. I just chose to go with the one that's a little quieter because, I don't know, I'm getting older, I guess. And I didn't want a fart can. But you can easily choose to go high power for like pretty much the exact same price, 330 bucks, whatever, right around there. Which is a fucking deal for an exhaust set. But we're gonna finish putting the rear on it and see how she sounds. Let's do this. And just like that, it is all on. You can see behind me the tip setup, which I actually like a lot more than I thought I was going to. Thought I wasn't gonna like the single tip setup, but it's like the perfect size. Not too big, not too small, fills the area perfectly, it's centered. That's just what you get with a quality product. I mean, there's no other way around it. And the fitment is, don't mind that, that's a little bit of the silicone I sprayed for the polyurethane mount. The fitment is just, you can't get better than it. It literally was so easy to install. It all fit right together. There's proper clearance with everything. You know, it's not going to hit that axle. It's got quite a few millimeters under there, and it's got these stiff mounts, so it's not going to hit anything in there. It fits really, really well. We're not going to have any running problems. So now it's time to put this stock exhaust somewhere. I would like to just separate it and keep it. It's always nice to have a stock exhaust sitting around. A lot of people threw them out over the years, so they are kind of hard to get your hands on. And lower this down and see how it sounds. I've yet to start it, so you guys are going to hear it for the first time with me. Already much deeper though.
Mike said his S14 did not feel right, and I think it's just an S chassis thing.
But I've had so many S chassis.
It's been a while. You're used to BMWs.
Yeah, BMW is way different.
Since I've had an S chassis.
E46s, E30s.
It ain't a BMW, I'll tell you that.
No.
S chassis.
I know, I go from the E36, even from the E36 into this, and it feels like a fucking shitbox.
Mike is used to AMG, SUVs, Paginos, this, that.
Auto.
Yeah. So it's been, I bet it drives mint. Does it drive good?
Yeah, his car drove mint. He doesn't think so.
Does it drive better than when the blown coils were on that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When that thing had blown PBMs.
You're golden.
Those PBMs did me right for a long time. We're gonna take Ant's car for a ride. I haven't driven a Turbo SR in a long time.
So mind you, there is some, not engine-wise things done, like suspension-wise. So it has BCs, all bushings in the front, rear.
Oh, it's gonna feel mint.
So it doesn't feel mint, it feels...
Some brand new TEs, brand new wheels feel the best.
Yeah, sometimes. But yeah, let's see what Mike thinks.
Oh, that clutch feels mint. Oh, this thing I feel like this feels way better than my car.
Does it?
Yeah. You're
But then again, it has a lot of like suspension stuff done.
It's so much faster than my car. That's it. Mine's going turbo. So that is gonna be it for this one, guys. I gotta thank you guys. We hit our monetization, and I look forward to way more builds and just growing with you guys. So on that, we're gonna end this video, and thanks. You know the deal, guys. Hit my Instagram, MikeG203. I'm actually getting a new phone, so I'll be able to like post more pictures and reels, because my phone's been broken my camera on my phone's been broken this whole time that I've started YouTube. I got a new phone coming finally. Got that new 14. And we're gonna be doing reels. We're gonna be posting on Instagram a lot more. So you catch me on there, MikeG203. Like, comment, and subscribe. I try to reply to every comment. Sometimes I miss some, but I really try. And thanks again. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.